Wait, okay, fine. This is going to be recorded and it's going to be shared in the district and it's going to be there always. So any questions, anyone before we start? I'll let everyone in now. Going once, going twice. Okay, here we go. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to CEC28's middle school town hall. We're going to just wait until a few minutes and we'll get started promptly. Simone, if you don't mind helping me with admitting people. So then, Dorinda, you can focus on see if any of our presenters or our principals are there. Then you can make them co-host as we need to do as we go forward.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Simone, you'll do I'll ask you, Adriana, I'll ask you to do a little talk about the chat feature. Okay, the time now is 6:34 p.m. Today is 11/28/2023, and this is CEC28 hosting its annual middle school town hall. Welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is VJ Ramjatan. I'm the president of the CEC, and I welcome all of you tonight here. I'm going to ask our council members who are joining us to just say hi really quickly. Simone Dornbach, can you please say hi?
Good evening and welcome. Thank you so much for making time to be here today, principals and assistant principals. We are really grateful that you're presenting to our community, and welcome parents. We're happy to have you here.
Thank you so much, Simone, and she's a council member. We also have Adriana Lissier, who's here with us. Adriana?
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us. And I would like to echo Simone's thanks to all of our principals and administrative staff, and to our administrative staff. Dorinda, thank you for all of your efforts in making this possible, and VJ to you too. It's going to be great, everyone.
Yay. And also we have a council member, Kalyana Gurmurthy. Can you say hi, sir?
Hi. I'm sorry. My camera isn't working. I'm going to try another PC, but in the meantime, my name is Gurumurthy Kalyanaram. I'm a member of the council. I'm delighted to be here this evening. I just want to say this somewhat pedantically, but nevertheless, that, primary and middle school education are most important in the development of a human being. Lots of good research has shown that. Therefore, this is a very important gathering and to learn about middle school and primary school. Thank you for organizing this, Vijay and the council.
Thank you so much, Mr. Gurmurthy. So, having said that, I want to be also echo what our council members said to all of our principals. I know we had a long day. Your day starts at 4 a.m. in the morning or earlier, and you are still here tonight. It shows your commitment and your value you have for what you do. And we are so grateful that you have agreed to be here tonight to represent our families. What's the goal tonight? The goal tonight is to really, really present your school. And I know you cannot present everything about your school in 7 minutes. I know you cannot. And you have so much amazing thing happening in your school. However, today, say the most important things that you want family to come to your school. Let them know that. And then the rest, they'll contact you through your information in the chat. Before we move any further, I'm going to ask our Spanish interpreters, Eleni, to please give us instructions in Spanish. Eleni?
Good evening, everyone. The following message will be in Spanish, offering interpretation services. Buenas noches a todos, gracias por estar acá. Si desea servicios de interpretación simultánea en español, por favor marque desde su teléfono al 347-966-4114 e ingrese el número de conferencia 672-005-158, símbolo numeral. Le repito, si desea interpretación simultánea en español, por favor marque desde su teléfono al 347-966-4114 e ingrese el código de conferencia 672-005-158, símbolo numeral. Esta información será publicada periódicamente en la casilla de diálogos. Por favor, si desea escuchar el audio en español, pero desea permanecer en esta sala virtual para ver la reunión desde su computadora, Por favor, recuerden mantener el micrófono de todos sus dispositivos en silencio para evitar el ruido de fondo y así garantizar la calidad de sonido para todos los participantes durante la interpretación. Gracias. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Eleni. And also we have two amazing folks on our team tonight, and they are wonderful, and they're here to also give some instructions in Arabic and Bengali, I believe. So, Ahmed, can you please go ahead and say it in your language?
Thank you. احنا بدنا نشكركم على الفرصة ديت، واحنا هنا النهاردة مجتمعين مع بعض عشان نقدم لكم جميع المدارس اللي موجودة في المجتمع اللي حوالينا، ويا ريت يكون التقديم عن حسن ظنكم. و بعدي أنا هيكون مس حسان، هي هتكون بتترجم دلوقتي بالبنغالي. مس حسان.
Thank you. Assalamu alaikum and namaskar. আমি আজকে বাংলাতে ট্রান্সলেট করব, যেটা দরকার আছে আমি বাংলাতে আবার ট্রান্সলেট করব। I'm sorry, is there a number I'm supposed to be giving?
No, because you're not the other interpreters, but yes, you're here in case anyone needs it, they can ask. Thank you.
আমি বাংলাতে ট্রান্সলেট করব আমার মিস্টার মোহাম্মদের সাথে।
Thank you so much, Ms. Roberts, for organizing this. I appreciate it. Okay, so folks, without further ado, we have gathered all the schools. We have like 9 schools. We have more in our district. We have like 9 of them will be presented tonight. As you know, many of our schools in our district are middle schools, and then some of them are middle school / high schools. And the principals will tell you about that as they go along. But before we go any further into the actual schools, what are you, the parent, supposed to be doing now? What is your duty right now as you are contemplating and thinking about which school to send your child? So we have the amazing school counselor from PS 121, who is loved and cherished in our community, and she has done a wonderful job with presenting to the families of PS 121 what are they expected to do. So without further ado, I'll be asking Ms. Doreen Ramdat to share her screen and tell the parents what are their responsibilities right now. Thank you.
Good evening, everybody. Thank you for welcoming me and allowing me to speak at your meeting this evening. What I will do at this time is give you a brief overview, the families, the parents, on how to sign up for My Schools and the process overall on how to search for these wonderful middle schools that you'll hear from tonight. Again, my name is Doreen Ramdath. I am the school counselor at PS 121 under the direction of Mr. Nicholas Petrello. Okay, so the first thing that you would like to do is to create your My Schools account. Hopefully at this time you have already done that. The link right there is www.myschools. What you do from there is you create your account. You will need a personal email to do so. Okay, it will ask you for specific information about you and your child, a phone number, the language that you would prefer your welcome letter to come in, as well as your address. That is super important to note that your address is the same where you are currently living as it is listed, because that is where your welcome letter as well as your middle school offer will go to. If that does need to be changed, it is best to change it at the school directly. Okay, when you are able to get into your My Schools account in order to add your child, especially if you have an older child, it will ask you for certain information. You click Add Your Child, and it will ask you for your student ID number as well as your creation code. This information is found directly on your welcome letter. So on the elementary school level, I do also get a copy of all the welcome letters. If for some reason your address is not correct, you can reach out to your school counselor to get that information. The student ID is also called your OSIS number and your creation code. Both of those things are placed right into your My Schools account, and then you are able to begin the process of searching for schools. So I did clip things since I didn't want to use anybody's personal information, as I did on my own recording. When you get your My Schools, now you are able to sign in. Okay. The next thing that you're going to do is it will take you to your dashboard. It will say your child's name right here. Again, I blurred it out to not get personal information. And then you would click right here and you would click continue. Okay, from here, you will then get an overview, excuse me, of information regarding your child. That's where you would confirm the address. Over here also, you will be able to see your home and the schools that are closest to your home that you are applicable to, that you're able to apply to. You will then go to the search bar and you will see a list of all the schools that you are eligible to apply for based on your address. It is sometimes a question by some of my families that there is a school that may be closer to their house, but they are not zoned for. So if for some reason your school is not on your list, that is a question that you want to bring to the Welcome Center. I'm just going to go back for a second. There are different ways that you can edit your search. There are certain filters that you can click on if your child is interested in sports based on the distance where you live. So all of these things right here, these are tabs that you can utilize in order to narrow your search based on your preference. From here, you can click on a school that you may be interested in. It will give you the address. It will give you the bus lines in case transportation is an issue. It will give you the phone number, the size of the school. It will also give you the performance. It will, how well the students do on the core subjects. A big one for me is how safe the students feel in the school itself. And again, other high schools that are linked to that middle school. It will also, and my suggestion as a school counselor who, our priority are the children, it will mention certain electives and certain activities and classes that they really may be interested in. Middle school is a very important time to get your child involved in activities within the school. And that's something that you, when you're searching for schools, would want to look for. What activities? We can see here, there's a student council, technology, theater. So you want to have this conversation with your child. What really interests you and what do you want to be involved in? From here, you can star the school that you may like. Again, I just kind of picked some on our list. You star it and it will come up in your favorite programs when you click apply. You will also, before you, when you add them to your application or maybe beforehand, attend the open houses. This meeting right now is so crucial. I'm glad that I see some of our families on here because you will hear from each of the middle schools that are around us. You can also attend the open houses that are listed right on My Schools. And if you click it, it does add it to your own calendar there as well. Open houses are a great way to get information about the school and ask questions. Okay, after you are you building your application, you go to apply. The schools that you starred will be over here and you can add them right to your application. What's important to note is these arrows over here. You want to put your schools in order of preference. What is your most popular school? You have 12 choices to choose from. From here, you can, again, build your application. It will send you a message about your alerts. You can click through that. You review your application, what the certain questions that it will ask you for. You check off that you are legally allowed to submit this application. The counselor also has the opportunity to go through this process with you if you have any technology issues, or if you're just wanting somebody to have an extra set of eyes, they can go over this with you and actually submit it for you as you're on the phone. You submit the application and you did it. You would get a confirmation email and your application would be in to go. You would wait until April to get your response. How did I do?
That was excellent. To the point, on point, exactly what we asked for. Thank you so much. It was amazing. So folks,
Thank
as
you
we
very
mentioned, thank you so much for being here. If you can stop sharing, there it is. So I want to remind everyone, again, this is a PS 121 school counselor, Ms. Doreen Ramdat, and she is presenting about what your parents should be doing now, what you should be thinking about, how you should be looking at schools, and how to apply. Now, this may sound very scary sometimes for families who are not aware of how to do this. Don't be scared, okay? Call your school. Don't go to the district office. Call your school counselor. Call your parent coordinator. Reach out to your child's principal or teacher, and they will guide you through the process. They're there for that process, okay? So, and also too, the guidance counselor for each school can tell which children did not apply as of yet. Ms. Doreen, is that correct?
It does let us know who created an account. So we reach out to the families who didn't yet, and then it will also let us know who submitted.
Correct. Thank you so much. So if you're not sure if your application went in, and now if someone already applied, they can go back and they can edit the application before the deadline.
They have the ability to edit it up until December 8th when they're through, when they're due.
Beautiful. Thank you so much. Moving right along, and again, everyone, this is recorded, so you can always go back and look at the slides she shared, and you can get all the information you need. So moving along, we have Principal Patrick Burns from Middle School 217, and he is no stranger to our community, and we really appreciate him and all the work that he do, and he's here to present. Mr. Burns, go ahead.
Thank you, VJ. Thank you, VJ. And thank you to all of the CEC members, families. Thank you so much for joining us. You're right. I've been in District 28 now for 28 years. Time goes by rather quickly, but I look around, I see a lot of familiar faces on the screen. I'm absolutely so grateful to work in the amazing District 28, see so many amazing school leaders on the call. So families, in my opinion, all of the schools in District 28, all the middle schools in District 28 are absolutely outstanding. So you do have a beautiful, beautiful opportunity for choice. I want to thank also my assistant principal, Ms. Justiniano, who's on the call. Maria, just want to say a quick hello.
Yes, good evening, everyone. Buenas noches a todos. Muchas gracias por estar con nosotros. Tenemos el placer de presentarles a ustedes la escuela de MS217, que en nuestra opinión es la mejor escuela en el Distrito 28, pero nosotros somos obviamente parte de la comunidad. También les voy a presentar al señor Mohamed, que es
السلام عليكم. احنا هنا من مدرسة 217 وعاوزين اولا نقدم لكم مستر بيرنز مدير المدرسة، ومستر بيرنز بقاله في ديستريكت 28 28 سنة. والمدام اللي اتكلمت قبلية دلوقتي مس جاستنيانو هي الاسيستنت برنسبل في MS 217. وعاوزين نشكركم على حضوركم للمؤتمر دوت، وعاوزين نوريكم ان جميع المدارس هنا مدارس جميلة، بس احنا عاوزين نحط النور على مدرستنا ونوريكم الميزات اللي عندنا. وبعديها دلوقتي هيكون مس حسان وهي مترجمة باللغة البنغالي.
Assalamu alaikum and namaskar. Mr. Burns, Kushi Asgasha Juno District Shatash Juno MS217 Kushi Kup Pride Field Kore A District A School Juno Catch Kore. Tar Shate Assistant Principal Maria Justiniano Ase Shabar Kup Pride Kup Kushi Kanasha Juno. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ms. Hassan, Mr. Mohammed, and Ms. Justiniano, my colleagues, and Ms. Amar is our parent coordinator also on the call. Maria, can we go to the video clip, please?
and I am going to need someone to shout out if they cannot hear it somehow, but I think I'm ready to go, so here we go. We feel that this video encompasses all that MS217 is.
Did you share it with sound? When you shared, did you click?
So you couldn't hear the music, the little music in the background?
No.
Okay, great. So thank you for that. Let me just stop sharing one more time. Let me start again. Okay, so I go to advanced. And do I do computer audio?
Yes.
I think, okay, perfect. And then I don't see my, I don't see the video screen now. I'm not sure why.
That's okay,
I-
Maria. That's one of the challenges when you get to go first. We get to figure out the technology and everyone else gets to, oh, we got it now. So no sweat, no worries. You press share screen and let's give it another shot. Okay, do it.
I just don't see my my tabs on top anymore. Let me see one sec. I can't. Do you have Mr. Burns, do you have the video? I just don't see why my tabs are nowhere on top anymore. I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna try one more time.
You got it, don't worry.
There is and it's also mentioned in the chat, when you click on share, and the screen comes up on the left bottom in the corner, there is share sounds, and that's what you have to click.
Okay, got that.
And then you can share your presentation and it should work.
Okay, I'm gonna stop sharing for a second just so that I can.
Are we seeing your screen now? Okay.
Okay, I've lost all my tabs. Okay, here we go. Hold on, I'm coming. You guys, you don't see me yet. I got it. I think I got it. Okay. All right, I think I'm rocking and rolling.
Yes, we got it. Perfect.
My name is Patrick Burns. I'm the proud principal of Robert A. Van Wyck Middle School 217, located in the most amazingly diverse community called Briarwood, Queens. We offer a rigorous academic program here at Middle School 217 that empowers students to think critically, challenges students to debate.
I believe the internet connection is unstable.
Is this spinning for you guys? Yeah. All right, it's spinning.
That's okay, Maria. It's okay. I don't want to delay.
Should I start again, guys?
Let's give it one more opportunity. It's 3 minutes. I think we still have 3 minutes and 19 seconds left, right, VJ?
Respect. Our work here at 217 supports students in their diverse interests and helps them to truly find their voice. All of our students are programmed for core subjects in English language arts, social studies, physical education, health, and Regents courses in algebra and living environment science. In addition, all students engage in a robust arts program that includes theater, visual arts, chorus, dance, computer science, entrepreneurship, and sustainability.
One of the really great things our school offers is an advisory and social emotional learning program. These two programs support our young people and our adults' overall well-being. It gives our children what a lot of us adults didn't have. A place that they are encouraged to be themselves and express themselves with no judgment.
My favorite thing about MS17 has to be the fact that it's an incredibly diverse school. In our classrooms, our teachers connect students' cultures, languages, and life experiences with what we are learning. These connections help us to find meaning in what teachers are teaching.
Student government is a group of students who are elected and chosen by their student body. They help advocate for the students' needs and concerns. They work with adults in the building to make a positive impact on the school community.
MS217 does a wonderful job at staying connected with parents. As a parent, I believe you should still try to connect and stay involved in your child's education. This school has ample opportunities to do just that.
When I welcome families, new arrival parents and students here to 217, it gives me pride to know that they're coming into an environment It's more than just a school building, it's a true community. It's a community. We'll welcome a child each day with a smile. We'll welcome them with a shoulder to lean on and an ear to listen. We want our children to look back 10 years, 20 years, when they make their way up the hill. Many years from now, they pass this building, they look back at this building and say, that's where I found my voice. This is the building that really gave me an opportunity to be who I wanted to be, to chase my dreams and to feel confident that I am worthy of securing those dreams.
Thank you, Maria. You can close it. I clearly have to upgrade my MySpace account. Get my video flowing a little faster. But with that said, families, I do want to say just thank you for your patience as we had to kind of maneuver some of that technology. And that's cool, right? That's part of what 217 is about. We're faced sometimes with challenges and we work together as a community with a little bit of humor to kind of get through some of those challenges, learn from them, and then excel. Just grateful for the opportunity always, VJ. I'm going to stick around for a little bit. I know that my teachers and my assistant principals have to bounce over. We have our middle school club team fair tonight online. So we're celebrating and showcasing all of our clubs and teams, but I'll be here if we have any questions. Maria, thank you so much for your patience. It's all good. Don't worry.
Yes, thank you so much. A for effort. If we could just please, thank you so much. If you could just please add all the information in terms of contact information for the school and
Yep. And our next open house is November 28th. So we'll have that in there. And Ms. Amar, thank you already for being proactive. Superstar parent coordinator there. She's already put multiple times into the chat her contact information, as well as our open house coming out on 11/28. And Vijay, I will ask, we'll share that video so that if anybody wants to see it from a hardwired station, they can do that and not rely on that Wi-Fi. But again, Mr. Mohammed, thank you so much. Ms. Hassan, thank you so much for your time. Maria, thank you.
Thank you. And the video is also on our website. Thank you so much.
Beautiful. Send the video to me so we have it on our website also, so families can see it, because I want to see it in vivo. It's just amazing. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, next we're gonna have is Principal Angelis of PS284, which is YECA, and he'll talk more about that school. Principal Angelis, go for it.
Yeah, thank you so much. And I just want to echo what Principal Burns said. Being in District 28, if you're a parent, you have so many wonderful choices of schools. I grew up in 28. Actually, I'm going to put Principal Burns out there. He was
Don't do it, Noah. Don't do it.
Get ready. I'm going to do it. He was my math teacher in 7th and 8th grade.
Yes.
When he says he's been around a long time. He's been around a long time.
I have been around a long time. I have been, but I'm always so proud of Principal Dr. Angelis, superstar principal, superstar school.
Thanks, Pat. I appreciate it. So I'm honored to be here. Representing D28 but also York Early College Academy and the ISA campus. We have two phenomenal schools on the campus, ISA and Emerson School, and we're one family on that campus. But tonight I want to talk to you specifically about York Early College Academy. If you're a parent on this call, on the Zoom chat, and you want your child to go to college, can I get a thumbs up? Can you put up a thumbs up emoji if you want your child to go to college? I gotta see some thumbs up. Principals on this call, you want your children to go to college? All right, there we go. That's right. So that's what we're in the business of. And at York Early College Academy, we oversee two major transitions of your child's life. And that transition is from elementary to middle school and middle school to high school. So we are a 6 through 12 early college school. We have a partnership with York College. And while you're here looking at middle schools, keep in mind that our school, as I said, is a 6 through 12. And we're one school, and 95% of our students stay on from middle school all the way through high school. So what I'm going to present to you today is about our middle school, but also how our students transition into high school and how they can graduate high school earning up to 60 college credits. So I'm going to share my screen. Okay, so that's a picture of my fabulous assistant principals. They're not here with us tonight. They have other events that they're attending to, but that's our team right there. All right, so let me just share the vision of York Early College Academy, and the vision is to develop the next generation of forward-thinking, tenacious leaders who are socially responsive to their communities. All right. The mission of York Early College Academy is to provide a highly supportive and academically challenged learning environment for traditionally underserved but strongly motivated students who are committed to college and career success. Upon entering the 6th grade, college and career preparation is introduced and continually communicated to all students while progressing through a rigorous curricular and instruction centered on critical thinking, research, communication, professional writing, and problem solving. Our mission will be actualized in an environment where trust is cultivated among students, teachers, staff, and the community, parents and the community. So I'm sharing this with you because every single meeting that we have at York Early College Academy, we always open up with our vision and mission statement. All right, and these are our core values: service, perseverance, advocacy, reflection, and collaboration. And we live it every day at the school. All right, just some data highlights. 100% of our students graduate high school on time. 100% of our students graduate college ready in ELA and 94% college ready in math. What that means is that when they graduate, they enter college without needing any remediation in English or math. And 100% of our students graduate earning between 3 and 60 college credits. So the question is, how do we actually do this? And that's what I'm going to walk you through. 1 second. Okay. So beginning in 6th grade, our courses are accelerated. So we're preparing our students to be ready for Algebra 1 and living environment by 8th grade. So we provide extra time throughout the day in math as well as ELA. And so we're really heavy on the academics, but also we recognize the need to expose our kids to the arts and other programs within the computer science. So every single student will have the opportunity to take a theater arts class, a visual arts class, or music, as well as every student in grades 6th, 7th, and 8th grade will be programmed for robotics and computer science. All right. We want to make sure that they are computer literate. We know that's what the direction, that's where the jobs are, and we want to make sure that all of our children are exposed to that. All right. The whole idea is by the time they get to 8th grade, they will have completed 2 high school courses, the algebra and living environment. And then when they enter high school, like I said, I'm going to talk to you about high school. When they enter high school, our courses are accelerated so that by the time they finish 10th grade, they're about 90% done with their high school courses. And then in 11th grade, our students are no longer taking classes at the high school. They are on the college at York College campus. So I want to just show you this right here. So actually, in 11th grade, let me backtrack, hold on. All right, so in 11th grade, if you see right here, our students will be taking college level courses. Now, the courses they take in 11th grade are the same courses that a first-year college student will take. Same exact courses. So they're going to take economics, English 125, math 104, sociology. Those are core classes they would take. Now, when they finish 11th grade and they go into 12th grade, our students pick a pre-major track. So if they're interested in business, we have a business track, we have a health track, we have a humanities track, and we also have a STEM track. We're actually in the process of adding a 5th track, which is the aviation track. All right. And so essentially, students in 12th grade are like essentially sophomores in college. They are taking their 2nd year of college level courses. And by the time they graduate, they're either going to stay at York and continue on with the degree plan and graduate in 2 years with a bachelor's degree, or they're going to transfer to a SUNY or a CUNY or a private school. And we've had a lot of success where when our students transfer out, their credits are transferring with them. So while we have a clear pipeline for York and CUNY, we're not just pushing our kids to those schools, right? We have college trips planned all throughout their time at York Early College Academy. We're visiting SUNY schools, Ivy League schools, all different types of colleges, because the idea is we want to give our children options. Now, in terms of like, so this is a little bit of our academic supports that we have, you know, throughout throughout the school day and school year. We have a strong response to intervention program. We understand that our students entering, they may not feel fully ready for the demands of our coursework, and they may be struggling a little bit, and that's okay, right? We're an unscreened school, so if your child's motivated and they want to learn, and we have the system in place to help them, okay? And we have strong grade level teams, we have a strong response to intervention programs, tiered supports, tutoring. We have a lot of different technology platforms, but we're really intentional about making sure our students are learning what they need to learn so they could progress through the curriculum. So don't feel discouraged if you feel that your child maybe not doing as well in elementary school. I'm telling you, send them over, they're gonna be great, all right? Emotional support, we have a peer mediation program. All our staff is trained in therapeutic crisis intervention. We have weekly SEL classes, at-risk counseling, and we're very strategic about our parent conferencing sessions. All right, clubs. We have a partnership with the Greater Ridgewood Youth Council. So after school, there's art, dance, fashion. We have robotics, all different types of programs for kids after school. And it runs Monday through Friday from 2:30 to 5:30. And then for our high school, we're part of the PSAL. We have boys and girls cross-country track. We have volleyball, basketball, table tennis, softball, and we even have a cricket team. So that's just to give you a little idea of the extracurricular that we offer. But essentially, let me stop sharing my screen. But essentially, you know, York Early College Academy, it's a place for all students. If you're a parent on this Zoom and your child has an IEP, we have an ICT program. I have students in 11th grade with IEPs taking college courses. I want everyone to, when they come into our school, they're going to thrive. And I want you to feel that and know that they're going to get the support they need to thrive. And so there's a lot of opportunity that goes beyond the traditional school format of 6 through 8 or 9 through 12. Being in a 6 through 12 school, your children come in, they're 11 years old. And the beautiful part is to watch them actually grow up with us. So that's just a little bit about York Early College Academy. I'm going to put my parent coordinator's information in the chat. You know, please reach out to her with further questions. And we'll be sending out through the CEC the upcoming open house dates. All right, thank you.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate that, Principal. And I have the Dr. Angeles. And if it is possible, if you could leave your slides with us also, if possible, that we could put it on our website so our families can have a look as well, because there is so much more your school will do. And your school is a co-ed, is that correct?
Can you say that again?
Is your school is co-ed?
Yes, co-ed, yep.
Okay, beautiful. All right, thank you so much. Thank you. And also families, parents who are here, if you have a question, you can write the word speak in the chat feature. If you put the word speak in the chat feature, and we'll call your name in the order in which you have signed up to speak, and then we'll ask the principals and the parent coordinators, all who's here, your questions. So feel free to write the word speak, and then we'll call you in the public comment section, and you can ask the questions as you go along. All right, next we're going to be having Principal Sandusky. She is from Catherine Account Basic PS72. Principal Sandusky, go for it.
Good evening, President BJ and the amazing CEC team, my fellow colleagues, parents, and if we have any scholars on the call. I'm joined this evening with my assistant principal, Dr. Carter, and my teacher, leader, Tara Cannon. We're going to take a few minutes to take you on a journey up the Catherine and Count Basie Magnet School for Multimedia and Performing Arts. At this time, I'm going to turn it over to Ms. Cannon. Thank you.
Thank you. I couldn't unmute. Good evening, everyone. I'm going to share my screen at this time, if I can be given permission to.
Yes, they're working on it.
All right. It says host disabled.
She's getting on it. Our amazing Dorinda C. Mongol, our administrative assistant, is on it. She's on it.
Well, once again, my name is Tara Cannon. I am a proud educator at Catherine and Count Basie Magnet School for 11 years, and I can share. There we go. Okay. Okay. It's giving me a hard time. I don't want to quit. Okay. Tell me if you can see it. No.
Okay, give it a second.
There we go. Open. There we go. Yes, thumbs up.
There it is. Yep, go for it.
So this is just a short slide that embodies just a few of the amazing things that we are doing at Catherine and Count Basie Magnet School.
So you have to share it with your sound. You didn't share it with sound. So stop sharing for a second. And then go back in, and when you click share at the bottom left-hand corner, it will say share with sound. And then you share it again. There it is.
Did it. Still hear it in my background. Sorry. Zoom, share with sound, CEC. Perfect. So as you can see, there are wonderful things happening at Catherine and Count Basie Magnet School. We were the proud recipients of the Magnet Grant in October 2022. And under the grant, we have continued and also started some new programs, providing every scholar with a device to assist in accessing the general education curriculum. Every class has a smart board to ensure that differentiated instruction and hand-on activities and simulations are happening for each and every lesson. And we have created programs that are tailored to the interests of the scholar, including podcasting, photography, technology. We've incorporated wind instruments and much, much more. So, Catherine and Count Basie, each and every scholar strive to be a Basie scholar that cares. And we use that acronym to guide each and every day, each and every student. We want every scholar to be compassionate, showing compassion, accountability, resilience, empowerment, and service. So we have a commitment to accelerate learning. And although we have our 6 instructional priorities, I would like to highlight 3 of them. One of being that we're developing students to be digital citizens, making sure they understand that in the world that we're living in, technology is up and coming, and it's pretty much going each and every corner that you see. Ensuring that we are culturally relevant within our curriculum. We need to make sure that we are making the curriculum accessible to each and every learner from each and every different background. And we are also making sure that students are college and career ready. So our instructional principles are ensuring high expectations with rigorous instruction, strengthen a welcoming and affirming environment, implement inclusive curricular and assessments, and ongoing and targeted professional learning communities. Scholars, when they leave Catherine and Count Basie, they leave with 2 regions, Algebra 1 and Living Environment. So that I want to reiterate that our 8th grade students are leaving with 2 regions. So we follow the curriculum. Right now, we are using expeditionary learning, but we are switching to HMH by the end of the year. So we're incorporating 2 of those curriculums this year. Our social studies department uses Passport, math uses Envisions, and our science uses Amplify Science. All these curriculums are made available to each and every scholar and each and every parent. We have different workshops throughout the year that familiarize the parent with the different curriculums that we use to make sure that we have ongoing communication. We are a PBIS school. So in short, that means that you as the student, the scholar, and parents, we want to make sure that we reward students for doing the things that they're already expected to do, their homework, coming to class prepared, just giving their undivided attention. And of course, by doing that, kids have this one wonderful app that we use technology with, and they get to see all of their points. And each month we have different activities that make sure they highlight the awesomeness that we do. And of course, like I said, we are building digital citizenship. So all of that is through technology. Every child has an ID, and this really drives our school. So student voice definitely matters at Catherine Count Basie Magnet School. We are proud to say that we have electives that take place twice a week, and this is during the school day. These electives were created based on a survey that was taken. Once again, I reiterate, voice matters. So the students wanted dance, culinary, guitar, sewing, art, technology, tennis, basketball, drumline, and much, much more. And when I tell you that voice matters, I can't say it enough. Whatever you say that you want as you, the student, to make sure that you have a well-rounded curriculum, our administration makes sure that the scholars have that. So if you say today that you want podcasting, which they did, this year we have that brand new podcasting room. So we are Basie, this is our last slide, and once again, digital, right? So I have included a couple of QR codes. The one to the left, contact request. If you want someone at the school, our parent coordinator, to contact you to just give you more information, whatever it is, you may need a few questions, you can use that QR code, you can scan that, and we will reach out to you. Our next open house dates are 11/16 and 11/30. Those open houses are on site during the school day. You get to walk the school building. If you scan that and put your name and just reserve your slot, our parent coordinator will contact you for that as well. And we are Basie. That is our website. Check out more. It is updated weekly. And, we're just really happy to welcome you at any given point in time and day. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Cannon. I just want to echo my fellow colleagues, Patrick Burns and Dr. Engels. There's amazing schools in District 28. As I reflect, last year, the CEC supported us with making history by keeping Success Academy out of District 28. Let's continue to strive for excellence because all of the schools in District 28 are amazing. You cannot make the wrong choice. So thank you, CEC, for having us this evening. Please take the time out to visit our campus, visit our website to see all of the amazing things that the Catherine and Count Basie Magnet School for Multimedia and Performing Arts is doing. Thank you.
And you're amazing as well. And we are so lucky to have you with that wonderful smile that you always send to all the families and all the children. Thank you for being amazing. We appreciate you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, next year, we're doing really well, folks. Thank you all for really keeping the time check. I really appreciate that. We're moving through this. It's a school night, so we want to make sure families get enough time to answer questions after. And I'm asking all of the schools to really please put your contact information in there. When is your next open house? Principal Angeles, there was a question about can families come to the school in the chat there. So if you have questions, you can also put them on the chat feature there. For all those who presented already, you can go ahead and respond to them if they had any questions. Next, we're going to have AP Nate Junket, and on behalf of Principal Sirachi from Halsey, PS 157. Are you able to share your screen and unmute?
Yes.
There you are.
Hopefully you can hear me.
Loud and
Okay,
clear.
so I just put our school information in the chat. I think it would be easiest if you just go to our website. You can find a lot of information. All the contact information is there. I am going to speak a little bit tonight about some of the things that we found in the past most parents have questions about and want to know about. So as was mentioned earlier, it's very difficult to get through everything for a school in 7 minutes, but I'm going to do my best to try to highlight the most important things that people have asked us about in the past. So these are the things I'll cover: basic school information, we'll talk about academics, social emotional development, talents, technology, and I know a lot of people do want to know about extracurriculars, so we'll cover that also. So basic information, we're in Rego Park, Queens. We are a large middle school, so it's over 1,600 students this year. There are a lot of great schools in District 28. You really can't go wrong. I feel like you have to just decide based on the school characteristics. And one of our major characteristics is we are a pretty large school. We have grades 6 through 9, but primarily we're 6 through 8. There are over 500 students in each grade, 6 through 8. We have a very small 9th grade, really about just one class each year. You can see our demographics, they're listed right there. We do have a large ELL population, a large students with disabilities population, and that really keeps us on our toes because we're always doing our best to reach every student and to teach to their strengths and weaknesses. So if your child is an English language learner, we're going to support them. If your child has an IEP, we're going to support your child as well. We really do very well with supporting every student's needs. You can see some highlights of our academics on this slide. We have a very rigorous, equitable curriculum that is constantly changing every year to keep up with current events and to keep up with student interest. However, we're always focused on promoting critical thinking and student independence. So regardless of the text they're reading, what we're covering in class, we're always going to push children to think critically, to question what they hear, to come up with their own perspectives, and to develop their own independence. As I mentioned earlier, we meet students at their levels by looking at student characteristics, looking at the data that we accumulate for each child. We support them through scaffolds and differentiated instruction. We challenge advanced students with extensions so that we're always meeting students at their level. And we have a lot of hands-on activities to increase the engagement for all students. This has led to very high achievement. On this past spring's ELA and math test, we scored very, very well. We have 78.3% at or above grade level in math and 73.3% at or above grade level in ELA. Those are very high scores. We have a 99.8 passing rate on 3 regions that are offered to our 8th grade students, our 8th grade honors students: Algebra 1, Living Environment, US History and Government. And this past spring, we had an extremely high, I think almost our highest ever passing rate. We're not only focused on academics, however, we're also focused on developing the child fully, and that means their social and emotional learning and development as well. So we incorporate a lot of character building activities, community building initiatives, so that students can give back and support the community. We're always focused on conflict resolution, including peer mediation for our children. As you know, middle schoolers are going to have conflicts here and there. We teach them to work through those conflicts in a very mature manner, where they're talking things out instead of solving their issues via other means. We promote a growth mindset, both academically and socially. I saw that on another presentation earlier. Really, that it means, in a nutshell, we think that every child can always grow and learn from their mistakes. You're not limited by who you are. You're always limited by, or you're always able to expand based on the work you put in and the amount of effort you exert yourself. We offer a lot of mentoring for students to build student independence. We also have a huge focus on navigating social media responsibly. Just this year, we incorporated Yonder pouches to limit the distraction of cell phones and other devices in the classroom. And finally, we talk to students always about supporting their community, as I mentioned, and giving back. We offer 7 talents, and this is important because there are 5 of those talents are ways that your children can apply to the school if they're not zoned. So zoned students can apply just the normal means and they're going to get in, but non-zoned students can apply via the lottery and can audition for admission. A lot of the information is on our website. There are 5 different ways that they can submit applications for their performances. There's band, chorus, dance, theater arts, and visual arts. If your child wants to apply via the performance, again, if you're out of the zone and you want to apply this way, you can actually submit for more than one of these. So that's an important facet of the application process. If you want to send a band video and a dance video, you can do 2, 3, even 4 of these auditions. We also have 2 non-audition talents, computer and STEM, that are offered to our students. So these talents are over the course of 3 years. Students take the 3 years of the same exact talent so that we can build on concepts and techniques that were introduced at a basic level in 6th grade and then at a more advanced level, 7th and 8th grade. This flows into a lot of school events, art shows, concerts, plays and musicals, dance performances. We really put a heavy emphasis on the arts to go along with academics. And that includes out of school performances and trips, including trips and performances at Lincoln Center. Students have gone to a lot of shows, museums, exhibitions, demonstrations. You can find more on our website. And our students compete each year at the New York State School Music Association. All right, we have a heavy emphasis on technology, including promoting digital literacy. Just this past year, we introduced a new STEM, almost like a mandate. We call it educational technology. So all 6th graders at our building get STEM. If your child did not choose STEM or get STEM as their talent, you still have access to it in 6th grade, and possibly we can move it into 7th and 8th grade for educational technology. We have smart boards in every classroom, laptops and devices that are made available to all students, and each of our classrooms has document cameras and a host of other technology. Our STEM lab has some very advanced technology, 3D printers, drones, a flight simulator to really support those students who are interested in a STEM career. We offer a host of extracurricular activities. You can see them listed on the screen right now, but really they're categorized into many different types. Regardless of what your child's interests are, we're going to be able to support it through extracurricular activities. We have clubs that meet each week. You saw some of them on the previous slide. We have preparation programs, SHSAT prep, Regents prep, state ELA and math prep. And we also have a Queens Community House after school program for those families that need some after school time and care for their children. If you want more information, that's my time. Please visit our website, halsey157.org, or reach out to me. My information's in the chat, my email. I'd be happy to answer any questions that you may have. Thanks everybody for your time.
Thank you, Mr. Junket. I appreciate your time. And also we'll have all the information on our website and via this chat. Thank you so much for all you do. Next, we're going to be having AP Leathers, and the school counselor, Mr. Getz, will present on for PS8.
Good evening, grace and peace, and good evening, everyone. I bring you greetings on behalf of my principal, Dr. Lou Saint, who was unable to attend tonight due to a prior engagement. But we are so happy to be here and to hear about all of your schools. Just very quickly, my name is Crystal Leathers, assistant principal at New Prep Middle School, and we deem ourselves to be one of the best kept secrets in Jamaica, Queens. I am going to pass the mic over to our very capable and well-loved guidance counselor, Mr. Getz, and I will just greet you again at the end.
Hi, everyone. I'm Ken Getz, guidance counselor. I've been at New Prep for, I think this is year 16 for me, or 17, I think 16. Like I said, we pride ourselves on being the New Prep family. And at the end of our video, please stay tuned for our barcode that will take you to a contact sheet that you can sign up for our open houses and where we can contact you as well. So that barcode will be the last slide of our video. Let's hope I do this video and audio rights. I'm going to share my screen. Press share, and I hope you enjoy.
Did you share with sound?
I did, but apparently it's not.
Let's try it again.
Let's try it again. How do I stop sharing? Stop share.
Just stop sharing it.
All right. I'm checking share sound. I don't know why I'm not hearing any.
Let's try it again.
Okay, let's try this.
I see your audio thing is like muted. So you want to unmute your audio on your screen that you seen there?
I don't see how to do
Where you
that.
where you clicked on play just now. I see a.
Oh, I
there
see.
it
Okay,
is.
got it. Got it. Thank you.
Let's
Okay.
see something. Let's try that.
Thank you for fixing that for me.
Let's
Okay.
see. Let's-
That should fix it.
It did.
Welcome to the new preparatory middle school 8, the best kept secret in Jamaica, Queens. Why don't you join me? Come on inside.
So what's special about New Prep Middle School is that there is ups and downs, but that doesn't stop the school from teaching education for kids, and it's a very fun experience.
Hello, my name is Maria. Being part of the New Prep family means being able to be comfortable with the teachers around you and always trying to participate in the activities around the school. So far, I have participated in student government. In student government, we're able to make changes to the school and help students around us feel more comfortable. Being part of student government has changed the impact of the school and made more students feel comfortable of what they want to talk about and what they want to see in the future upcoming years of their New Prep experience.
Why I love New Prep so much? Well, I must say New Prep came to me when I needed it most 14 years ago, and ever since then I've experienced wonderful students, wonderful staff, you know, wonderful camaraderie, and also the students, they really do appreciate the life lessons that were given to them. And they show their appreciation every time they come back and just express how much they miss us and how much they miss the school. And that just shows you the kind of atmosphere that New Prep really is. New Prep really is family, and I love it so much.
The thing that makes New Prep Middle School 8 family and school different from other schools out there is the love and support that we give each other. Between the staff and the students, we build great bonds that's gonna last a lifetime. Even alumni come back and show love because how great we are.
This is Mrs. Leathers, Assistant Principal at New Prep Middle School 8. I'd like to thank you for joining this meeting this evening. And in the short amount of time that I have to share with you, I would like you to seriously consider allowing your child to join the New Prep Middle School 8 family. I don't use that word loosely. We really indeed are a family. At Middle School 8, your child will have the opportunity to discover new and engaging avenues that they didn't even know they had an interest in. And our warm and supportive staff are there to support scholars every step of the way. At New Prep, we are really, really big on encouraging our students to use their voice and to take up space in this world. We are so looking forward to having your scholar join us at New Prep Middle School 8. We are the best kept secret in Jamaica. Bye now.
Okay, so I apologize if you saw Zoom over my screen. I'm not exactly sure why that happened, but at least the video got to run. We'll share it with everybody. I'm going to put our open house information in the chat. It's also on that form the barcode was for, and thank you so much. I'm going to pass it back to Mrs. Leathers.
So again, a hearty thank you on behalf of my principal, Dr. Katiana Lucent. We are ecstatic to receive your children, and we're ecstatic to host you at your convenience. If you're able to make either one of our open houses, we look very much forward to sharing further information with you. Thank you to all of my esteemed colleagues for this opportunity.
Thank you so much for being here. Moving right along, we have PS332, that we have Don Goldberg and Rosemary Fabry, who will be presenting. Go for it.
Hi, everybody. Thank you for being here. Let me share my screen. Good evening. Welcome. We are the Magnet School of Leadership and Exploration. What is a magnet school? Last year, we were awarded a magnet grant from the federal government. This allows us to create fantastic new programs in our school to attract a diverse group of students from all across the district. What we value themed education of leadership and exploration. We want students to explore real-world issues that are important to them and lead efforts to make the community a better place. We foster hands-on learning, student-centered learning. We have many partnerships with arts organizations, museums, libraries, universities, and the community. We like families engagement, families as partners, families in our events, families that have a voice, enrichment opportunities, after-school programs, clubs, trips, and residencies. And we're set on diversity. We value the unique qualities of every child. We foster project-based learning. Project-based learning is an instructional approach designed to give students the opportunity to learn mandated skills and content by solving problems in the community, engaging in hands-on learning, exploring and researching real-world issues, leading efforts to make a positive difference in the world and community around them. Our sources for inspiration for our PBL projects comes from our community, current events, real-world problems, our interests, our talents, and ideas and issues that are important to us.
What makes our school so special and so different? We're a very small school. Our population right now is approximately 300 students. Every teacher will know you individually. All teachers will help support you, whether you are in the class or not. Whenever you have any needs, you will definitely find a teacher that is able to support you. And every student has a voice. Some of the partnerships and field trips that are part of our school include Brain Power, College Access for All, Evaluate, New York Hall of Science, One World Observatory, Queens Botanical Gardens, Queens Hall of Science Residency, and Studio in the School. Some of our enrichment activities include a book club, cultural appreciation club, homework helpers, finance club, PC builder club, social media club, student government, and various sports activities. Academic acceleration includes Regents courses in math, Algebra 1, Science, Living Environment Regents, Station Learning, student-led discussions, civics, and student clubs.
Student life. Our day at LeadX begins at 8 a.m. with students are greeted by upbeat music and faculty and staff members. LeadX students will spend their day learning in core classes, ELA, math, science, social studies, art, computer science, physical education, and health. LeadX students get 1 period for lunch and recess to enjoy time with their friends. LeadX students are dismissed at 2:20 p.m. Our LeadX student uniforms and apparel. Our colors are purple, silver, and black, and this is what our LeadX swag looks like. Here are students hard at work, working on PBL projects in their classroom, fostering collaboration and critical thinking.
School spirit. These photos show some of the activities we have on an annual basis, such as Spirit Week, where every day there's a different theme. Of course, on that day, it was Stuffed Animal Day. We, of course, support breast cancer awareness, and we have a walk around the school. We also have I Will Graduate Day, where students, again, pledge to graduate and look forward to a positive future. And this shot is from our annual Career Day. This is a shots from a field trip to the New York Hall of Science. And this is last year's graduating class at their culminating activity, our prom, and they are proud graduates who are now in high school.
Thank you for your time. We're so excited to have you here.
Thank you so much for presenting, both of you, and we look forward to getting more information about your open houses. And if you could I put some information on the chat already, but you could also add anything you want to add there. We would appreciate it. So next we have Principal Harold from 310. Mr. Harold.
All right. Good evening, everyone. It's really great to be here. I love being in space with other school leaders and all of the different exciting programs in District 28. So I'm the principal at Queens Collegiate. We are a 6 through 12 school that's located on the Jamaica High School campus. We are not part of District 28, although we reside in District 28. Because we have a high school, we are actually in Queens South High School's district. So my superintendent is Dr. Josephine Van Ness. But we love our D28 middle school students, and so I'm really excited to share with you all the different programming we have, and to learn about all of the other programs in the district. It's really inspiring to be here. So thanks, everyone. I am also the parent of New York City Public School students. I have a 5th grader this year and an 8th grader. So we're looking for a middle school and a high school right now. I know what families are going through, regardless of their entry point. And I appreciate your time this evening. I know that it's not given freely, and there's lots of different pulls for you. So thank you for being here, and let's get on with it. So as I mentioned, Queens Collegiate is located on the Jamaica High School campus. We're on a beautiful campus. We are a 6 through 12 school. Our school hours are 8:10 to 3 every day. We do an early release on Wednesdays at 1:30. So our students are dismissed. Students who have busing, they get the bus at 1:30. Students in after school picks them up at 1:30. But this allows us to do staff development, in order to best serve our students and families. We are not a big school. I'd say we're about 280 in our middle school right now, about 700 overall from 6 through 12. And we have 3 classes per grade. And those classes range from 25 to 30 students, depending on the year. Right now, our 6th grade is sitting at about 26 or 27 for each of the 3 classes. We have co-taught classes across grades from 6 through 12. As others have mentioned, we offer a number of different special education models. We actually have a 4th class at each grade, which is our small class. A 12-to-1 class for students who require that. We have co-taught classes for ENL and for ICT students in all of the core subjects. Last year, we saw 60% or greater proficiency in our ELA scores across grades 6 through 8. Some of our grades were a little bit higher than others. We had our 8th grade come in at 74%, which I'm really proud of because it speaks to the work that our teachers were doing year over year and the culminating results that we saw in 8th grade. And the math lags a little bit behind, but we saw huge increases in our math proficiency, level 3s and 4s last year. And again, seeing the highest proficiency in our 8th grade. So I really think that speaks to the work that we do from grades 6 through 8 to support our students in high school preparedness. I'm also going to pitch, as one of the other principals did, a little bit about our high school tonight. We had a 91% graduation rate last year in high school, which again, I'm really proud of. So those are the basics about us. The top line thing that I want you to walk away knowing, if you know anything about Queens Collegiate, I want you to know that we're a family at Queens Collegiate. I promise you that your child attending our school will be known by many adults, not just their favorite teacher or their guidance counselor, but by all of their teachers, by our community titles, our school aides, our dean, our administration. We really work to build a family environment at Queens Collegiate and to make sure that all of our students are known and understood. And that's not just, because we're nice people, but it's because of, things that we do to make sure that students are known. We have many opportunities where adults in the building who are serving students have opportunities to talk about students, how they're doing, how their grades are going, how they're doing socially, what sort of pick-me-up we need, whether they need to maybe have a conversation with a guidance counselor or a call home just to sort of see what's going on and see how we can support them. We also work intentionally to build a strong student culture. And I'm going to talk about some of the ways that that works. And student voice, as a number of other people have mentioned, is a primary goal for me. And so we're developing groups and clubs to ensure that student voice is key in the development and the continued growth of our school. And then finally, preparing students for college and career is our goal from jump. And that's what you see here. So as a 6 through 12 schools, somebody mentioned it earlier, we get them at 11 and we see them through for 7 years until they're 17, 18. And it's truly, truly, truly a beautiful thing to help students grow and become the best version of themselves. And ultimately, our goal is to prepare students to go to college. We know that not every student's going to go to college the minute they graduate from high school. A number of our students will join the military. They want to do job training. Maybe they want to take a gap year, especially in the pandemic years. We've seen an uptick in that. But we know that all of our students are going to find themselves in a college classroom eventually. So it's our job to be sure that they're ready. So for us, this begins with creating a strong foundation. This is true in our middle school. This is true in our high school. We want to be sure that all of our students have a strong foundation because we take everybody. Again, to echo some of my predecessors, we are not a screen school. You don't need good grades to get here, good attendance, et cetera. All of the students walking through our door are ours, whether they come in learning a second, third, or fourth language or with an IEP, whether they were level 1s in grade 5 or level 4s in grade 5. We take all of them and we teach all of them. We do not track our students. We make sure that all students have access to high school readiness opportunities. And it begins by creating a strong literacy foundation. Last year, we began a reading program called QC Air, Adventures in Reading, All of our students take a reading class every other day. And it's not just about decoding and sort of the mechanics of reading. It's also about finding joy in reading. It's about exploring genre. It's about discussing books and words with one another. And it's been really powerful in the first 2 years that we've been doing it. We have a research-based curriculum across grades 6 through 11 in literacy, also in mathematics. And it's designed to engage all readers, again, across genre, across types of reading. We do literacy across the curriculum through some of the MSQI practices that we've held on to over the years. And then finally, we have targeted reading instruction for those students who need it. Many of these structures are also mirrored in our mathematics curriculum, right? So providing targeted mathematics instruction for our students as part of our regular program, providing a curriculum that allows students to find joy and experimentation in mathematics, which is really essential for them, has been really important for us the last 2 years as we've developed a new curriculum, illustrative mathematics. So that foundation is really critical for us. And so here's what that looks like. In grades 6 and 7, we really focus on those rigorous core classes, math, ELA, science, and social studies. Students will have extra periods of ELA and mathematics to make sure that they have a strong foundation in high school readiness for those. We have a full arts program. All of our students across grades 6 through 12 take an art form every single semester, visual art, theater, and music. We also offer extracurricular arts opportunities for students in dance and instruments. And this year we started a campus-wide band that our 8th grade students take part in. So students who are interested in the band experience can start in 8th grade and continue that process through high school. In addition, we have health classes, technology classes, and some elective classes for students. In grade 8, students can start to specialize. All of our students will take Spanish. All of our students will take living environments, and all of them will take the Regents exam at the end of 8th grade. About a quarter of our students take either algebra or US history or both in 8th grade. So some of our students are taking 3 Regents exams. Again, this is not students who are on a track. It's not just for these special students over here, et cetera. Students from across the grade are able to have access to these opportunities. However, we want to be sure that students who are taking the advanced load are ready to take the advanced load. And so everybody takes living and everybody has access to the algebra and the US history in our 8th grade. I told you I was going to talk a little bit about high school, and so I won't get too far into the weeds for you. But our mantra in our high school is that there's a home for every learner. And we take that really seriously. Again, in the high school, we don't track our students. We don't limit opportunities for students to take college preparatory classes. Every single one of our students, whether they have an IEP or learning English as a second, third, or fourth language, whether they've been in a self-contained class or an ICT class, every single student takes a year of chemistry, a year of physics, a year or 2 of algebra 2, 2 years of computer science, and 2 years of Spanish. I'm really proud of the program that we've built to ensure that all of our students have access to these college preparatory courses. I mentioned the arts classes earlier, and we have a number of college level curricula that we offer in high school, 7 AP classes and 5 College Now classes that allow students to earn college credit. And so you get a little bit of everything at Queens Collegiate. You get a strong student culture. You have students who are well known and understood by the adults who serve them. But you also have access, to college level curriculum over the course of the 7 years you're with us. And so I like to think, like I said, that we provide a home for every learner. And that's really critical to me. It's essential to the values that we espouse at Queens Collegiate. So these are some of the bits about our culture. We are a restorative school. Some folks have mentioned that. Our restorative approach really, works throughout the school, in our classrooms, outside of our classrooms, and the meetings that we have as adults. And so really this means that we help students find productive and healthy ways to manage stress and anxiety and conflict, as some others have mentioned. We do this by creating some mentoring opportunities. So this year we started a mentoring program where our high school students on the restorative team mentor and do mediation and groups with some of our middle school students who are dealing with the growing pains of adolescence. We have a number of different peer groups that run over the course of the day with our social work team and our guidance team. We have something called the Empowerment Series, which has been really essential for us getting through the pandemic. Small teacher teams, that support students, talk about students, do outreach with families, make sure that everybody's on the same page. Student voice comes through QC ambassadors and our student government in the middle school, which has been great. I talked a little bit about some of the other pieces. I know I'm short on time, so sorry if I'm talking too fast. The last piece I have for you is we do have an after-school program for our middle school students. I'm also very proud of the work that we do with Queens Community House. They've been our partner since forever. We run an after-school program that's entirely free and runs until 6 p.m. Monday through Friday all year long. They also do camps during the breaks and during the days off, like on election day and so on. So certainly as a working parent myself of recently very young children, it's been critical to have affordable aftercare, and our after-school care is really tremendous. They work closely with the school, again, to be sure they know students and can provide students what they need and adapt to those needs. They pick up students starting at the end of day, on our early days at 1:30, on a regular day at 3 o'clock, and they have students until 6 p.m. Monday through Friday, again, entirely free of charge. And so with that said, there's a lot going on at Queens Collegiate. I get excited about it. And I'd really love for you to come see what we have on offer here. We are offering a couple of more virtual open houses where I'll do all of this a little bit slower. But we also have some in-person open houses. The next one is not this Saturday, but the following Saturday, the 18th. And then right before Thanksgiving on that Tuesday, we'll have one in the evening. So I invite you to come out to the school. You'll get to meet me. You'll get to meet some of our students, and some of our staff. And you really get to see what we're about at Queens Collegiate. So there is a QR code here on the screen. It'll actually take you to this presentation. So this presentation is public. If you click the QR code, it'll take you there. You can download it or whatever, and you'll have access to these things. You can also find this information about open houses and me and the school on our website, queenscollegiate.org. So I'm going to put all those things in the chat. And I thank you all for your time. Again, it's a real honor to be here, and I hope you have a great evening.
Thank you, Principal Harold, for what you do, and I'm so happy to have you. It's a lot of information, and you did a great job getting through it all the slides this time. It's amazing. Again, we'll have all his information and the school's open houses on our website, which is CEC28.org. I'm going to ask our administrative assistant, Dorinda, to please, she did it already. She's on it. There it is. CEC28.org, and we can get all that information there. We have 2 more schools left, so we're under 15 minutes, and we're done. Then we take questions from the public, and then we'll be all set. Next, we have Principal Greco, who is a friend of mine, who is amazing, and he does a lot of amazing work in the community, like all other principals. Principal Greco, go for it.
Good evening, everybody. How you doing? Thank you so much for having us, me. I really appreciate it. It's so nice to be here. I am going to share my screen. Let me get started. I'm gonna, let's see, share screen. I want to share that. Okay. All right. I want to direct you guys to my website, www.russellsagems.org. On that website, you're going to have everything I'm going to go over, everything you need to know about the building, everything that happens during the month and things like that. I want to scroll down a little bit, and I'm going to have you watch a little introductory video. And hi, welcome. My name is John Grego, and I'm the principal of Russell Sage. We work really hard to build school spirit and school community. We all really work together to build a place where students can really learn, feel great, and succeed.
We do have diverse students. We have motivated students. We have students that care about one another.
Sage really truly represents Queens, the most diverse place in the whole wide world. Our Sage staff and students come from many different countries and cultures.
Every background, every religion, every culture. We know that it's special no matter where you come from, no matter what language you speak. Everybody is treated equally. You are a Sage owl the moment you walk through those doors. That is what creates a family more than just a school.
I've never really experienced anyone being mean to me just because I'm from somewhere else, nor to any of my friends.
They're actually more welcoming.
So the overall feeling is wonderful. I'm very honored to be in this school because the kids and the students and the teachers, they're so cooperative, they're so generous, they really want to engage you and really help you.
Coming in, I only knew a few people from my school, and now I know my whole class and we can all hang out and it would be fine.
And the teachers, they're very kind and they're very understanding. All of the teachers are really supportive on your way of learning.
Schools are the center of community, so it's really important to have our families have an input, so we run lots of meetings with our parents. We find ways to make everyone feel like they belong.
Principal Grego tells the students, even before they become students at Russell Sage, when we have orientation, is that if there's something that you want at Sage that we don't have, we want you to come to an administrator, go to a teacher, go to an adult in the building and say, hey, I would like this club or I would like this activity.
There are a lot of sign-up sheets everywhere around the school so you can sign up. It's really easy to. I really appreciated the opportunity to be able to be in all these different clubs because I'm able to meet new people, I'm able to meet new teachers, be more comfortable with the community. Yeah, so being involved in these things are definitely ways to form connections with your peers. All these things you are with different kids, with different grades. So it's really fun because you get to meet new people and you also create a really good relationship with the teacher.
I'm in band and I go to after school strings. Usually I'm really nervous about meeting people, but it has introduced me to many new people who have the same interests as me.
So I'm involved in a math team, and math team is basically like a family. So I'm in the volleyball team, the girls volleyball team. I'm in financial literacy.
I do band as a talent. There's theater. They have student council. Yeah, I'm very thankful for the opportunity because it's shown me new things and that I can use further in the future.
We're surrounded by 122 different languages just in this borough alone. We have adults in the building that speak 4 and 5 different languages. In New York City schools, you're pretty much going to get Spanish or French. So anytime we could throw something else in there to give them an opportunity to learn something new, we can.
So I'm doing Mandarin. I've done Mandarin since 6th grade with the same teacher. I would have never thought I would be able to learn Mandarin because my perception of Mandarin would be really challenging and very difficult. But honestly, over the course of 3 years, it was really easy for me to learn the language.
I've never thought that I would be able to learn Mandarin, but now I've gotten to learn how to write it, the history behind it, different traditions, and it's been fun.
We want to make sure that our students are prepared, and so we are always devoting our time. We want to make sure that when they get to high school, they have the material that they need.
Each class, you get to take a Regents at the end of the year, which allows you to get high school credits.
When Principal Grego joined us a few years back, it was only for algebra. He sat down with us as a cabinet and said, hey, I want to offer it to all the kids, all students, no matter what their abilities are, to take the Algebra Regents in 8th grade, the Living Environment Regents, the U.S. History Regents, and the Language Proficiency Exam. And this year is the first year we're going to be giving that exam in Spanish, French, and Mandarin.
They prepare you like you're in high school the whole year so you could get a little feel of high school when you're in middle school.
This is home. Russell Sage is home. The kids appear to be happy. The staff appears to be happy. There's learning going on, and there's plenty of opportunity. So this definitely feels like home.
Don't you love that video? That's so nice. Yeah, so there is a lot going on at Russell Sage. I think the video, really says it all. I can definitely go over a couple of a few more things. I'm going to share my screen just one more time so that you guys can register for our open house. Our open house is on November 29th. So my screen is up there. If you look on the bottom of the screen, the lower right corner of your screen is a QR code. So you can take your phone out, you'll open up the camera app, hover it, over that QR code there. That'll open up a link. Press that link, and you could fill out your name and all that good stuff, and come on in and see Russell Sage in action. It will be during the day, November 29th, 8:30 to 9:30. You'll be escorted around the building by some of our amazing students. But yeah, so that's it. Thank you guys very, very, very much. I hope to see you. On that website is the whole PowerPoint that I've been doing with all of my open houses So that's there. The video's on there if you want to watch that again. There's a virtual open house on there. And you also go to like our Instagram at JHS190 Russell Sage. There's a lot going on there also. And so I'll definitely go on to there. You know, you can see what happens in the building day to day. You know, we have spirit days, and you know, there's a lot of fun going on, as well as a lot of academics. So, you know, it's important to have those two things together. So that's it. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful, wonderful evening.
Thank you, Principal Greco. So much to say in 7 minutes, but you all do amazing. Like seriously, everyone. The videos are amazing, by the way. Again, if you could just put, we're gonna have a copy of that last slide on our website. You can email it to Dorinda, so she has it already, so we can share it on our website, and also your contact information in the chat will be great. Last but not least, everyone, if you want to speak, if you have a question, if you have a comment for the principals, great, amazing opportunity. You have a wealth of knowledge in this room right now from amazing teams over here. So any questions, any doubts you have, write the word speak. Just type the word speak in the chat feature, and our team will be tracking your name, Simone Dunback, and then we'll call you in the order in which you signed to speak. Last but not least, we have our principal, he's representing our Principal Lau from 287, and him is Michael Torch. I think that's correct.
Hi, everybody. Thank you for having me. I appreciate everybody staying on for this long. I know it's a long day. It's a long night. Principal Lau and Assistant Principal Adams do send their regards. They had other things that they had to take care of, so I'm here standing in the gap. And it's my understanding that they saved the best for last, I think, is how it usually goes. So
yes.
It's a little it's my first time doing this, a little intimidating, if only because we have so many impressive schools here in District 28, and really, like, I want to go to some of these schools just from listening to some of you guys speak. So you really, like, incredible job from everybody tonight. I'm going to try to keep this brief because, you know, it's been a long night. I will share my screen so that we can get this thing going. Where are we here? Sorry, I'm just trying to find the right screen for us here.
While you look at your screen, to Yelini, can you please let everyone know that in Spanish that they can also ask a question in Spanish, that you are here to do this. So whenever you're ready.
Sorry, 1 second, just making sure I get rid of the clutter here for a second before I hop us in here. I'm so sorry. It's not letting me share the screen for whatever reason.
Video looking good right now.
Sorry, I need to allow the security and privacy settings to do it. But to do that, it's going to make me quit out in order to do that. So I wonder if I can have somebody else share it in the meantime.
Did you send us your slides? Did you share your slides with us?
I think let me email it to you real quick so we can get this done. I'm so sorry, guys.
Are you sharing it to the same email, CEC?
Yes, but just give me that email real quick so I can send it to you.
Dorinda, can you put the email there, please? Okay, so while you figure that out, we're gonna just go to the questions so we don't.
Yeah, you can start some questions anytime.
Yes, let's get to Selena Itwaru. I'm gonna ask you to unmute Selena, Salina. I'm gonna ask you to unmute now. Ask your question now. Go for it.
Sorry, I took time to unmute. I was curious if Yucca is going to have an in-person open house.
Yeah, right now we're just looking to secure some additional dates, and we'll send that out via the CEC. But also, why don't you? I put my parent coordinator's email in the chat. Did you get that, Linda Perry?
Do you mind just dropping it in there again, if you don't mind?
I'm gonna drop it in again. Just send her an email and just say you attended tonight's CEC. And then we'll reach out to you. If we don't get something on the calendar sooner, we'll work it out for you to come in. How's that sound?
She can't unmute right now, so thank you so much. So yes, they are working on getting a dates to get the open house. So if you mind, once you get those dates, principal, I'm gonna just let me know and we can share with the community. There has been a lot of questions about having an open house at an in-person one at the school, so that might be a great idea. Thank you so much. Next we have is Humera Alma. I just asked you to unmute.
Hi, good evening, everyone.
Good evening, go ahead.
My question is what is the criteria for selecting students for middle school? Like, is it same for the elementary school? Is it's different?
So any principal can answer that if you want to have anyone wants to jump on it, go for it. I'll call on someone. Very good. But Nate Junket, go for it.
I have a couple of questions more.
Okay, one second. Let's answer one at a time.
That's fine. I'll just jump in. Yeah. So the question was, what's the criteria to
Selecting the students for middle school, like, is it same as the elementary school? Like the zone students are preferred for zone school, or is it different?
Yeah, so you would apply through the application process, and so you will have priority at your zone school. You could apply for a school that's not in your zone, and the DOE, they kind of have their I guess formula for deciding who ends up where. If you're not happy with your choice, you could always appeal that choice through the borough enrollment office at 9027 Softon Boulevard. But you do get priority at your zone school.
One second, please. One second. Principal, Nate Junket, anything you want to add for that question?
Yeah, I mean, I think the most important thing is to reach out to your child's elementary school, because the process is actually like different for different schools. So some schools are screened, some schools are not screened, some schools have different ways of applying. So you are entitled to a seat at your zone school, but depending on which schools you're interested in, you might have to do or go through different steps. So I think the best way is to talk to your child's elementary school or one of the family welcome centers to find out more about the schools that you're interested in applying to.
Your next question.
Thank you. Also, I want to know, like, is the zone school is defined by the school the student is attending or the address where he's living?
Principal Harrell, you want to answer that?
I'm sorry to say I'm not entirely sure I know the answer.
It's going to be based on your address.
Yeah, that's what I think so.
Based on your address. Yeah.
Yeah, it's based on the address you're living at. That's determining your zone school, and your child is always guaranteed a seat at your zone school. So your child always gets a seat at your zone school. That's based on your address, but you could list other options as that you like. And also add your zone school. But if they don't get in anywhere else, they will get a seat at their zone school. Is that correct, Principal Gangelis? You muted.
Sorry, that is correct.
Thank you. Any other questions, Mr. Humera?
Yes, one more last question. I just want to know, like, the zone school by the address is too far from the zone school by the school, he's attending. And due to some medical condition, I cannot travel too far for the zone school, So is there any like chances, like, is there any exception for that?
Yes, if there's a medical reason, they could qualify for yellow bus service. First of all, if it's far enough, they are guaranteed yellow bus service. In sixth grade, however, seventh and eighth grade, that bus service is not available, the yellow bus service. But if there is a documented medical condition requires bus service, then your child will be entitled to that.
Okay, so then we'll move to our, again, whatever decision is made for your child when you get a letter from the DOE saying which school they're going to be going to, you have a right to appeal, right? You have a right to appeal that, and you'll go to the district office, welcome center, and say, hey, I already have a child go to this school, and my one child is going in north and the other one is going south. It don't make sense for me. How can we fix this? Now, what you should know too is each school have a limited amount of seats, and they can't put more kids than is allowed in the school. So the CEC, that's us here, our email is there. Dorinda, please put our email there. Send us an email. Allow us to advocate for you as best as we can to make sure you're taken care of. We can't guarantee anything, but we'll definitely advocate for you on your behalf. So last but not least, Mr. Michael, are you ready?
Yeah, should be good to go now. I figured out the problem.
Okay, I'm gonna have Leanne Prasad. I'm gonna ask you to unmute Leanne. 1 second, let me get to Leanne really quickly. Leanne, go for it.
Hi, good night. Just a quick question. Would Yaka be having an in-person open house?
Yeah, we're working on securing an additional date. And we'll get that out through the CEC.
Wonderful.
Okay,
And how you'll get that date, Leanne, and everyone else, once the CEC receives the communication from Principal Angeles, Dr. Angeles, sorry, then we will send it to your schools and all the parent coordinators, and then they will send it out to you backpacking. But you can always check CECD28.org, and you'll find the information over there also. Next question.
Okay, thank you. And just a next question quickly. What happens if your child is being placed at a middle school, and let's say in the middle of the school term, for some reason the child is not comfortable there? Is getting a transfer to another school possible?
I'm gonna be honest with you, it's very difficult. I'm not gonna lie to you. Yeah, unless it's like a safety transfer or an extreme hardship. Yeah, it's very hard for them to transfer them to another school.
So they would basically have to continue until high school, then they can switch to another school.
Yeah. But I mean, listen, anytime there's a transition, it's challenging, right? If someone going from elementary to middle school, and so sometimes it takes it takes a little bit for them to warm up. I wouldn't rush just to move them. I think it's really important that we teach our kids to kind of persevere through some of these emotions. I would work with your school's administration and teachers to find kind of ways that your child could feel connected to the school, right? So whether it's getting them to join a club or having them meet with a teacher during lunch, whatever it takes to get them to feel connected to the school, I think will help. But transferring it's definitely it's not easy. Not impossible, but it's not easy.
Agreed. Okay, so we'll go on to Mr. Michael. Please go ahead.
All right, thank you very much. Again, I apologize again for the technical difficulties, and it actually kind of transitions very well into what I want to talk about with our school anyway, since one of the things that we very much believe in is that your struggle is okay when it comes to your learning process, and it's that persevering through that process that actually makes the learning more relevant to us. So I'm Michael Troach. I'm the ELA department head at the Emerson School, CEC28. I've been there for about 5 years, and I wouldn't be here if I didn't believe in the vision that the school cast. So these are all the important people at our school. I'm going to post a link in all this information in the chat for you guys right after this presentation is done, so you can have a copy of everybody's email address. You have a principal, our assistant principal, our parent coordinator, and our guidance counselors here, as well as our school website down there at the bottom, just theemersonschool.com. We have a pledge that we work with the kids to respect themselves, to maintain integrity. Every morning, we do a morning meeting with the students, just kind of talking through our mantra, our vision as a school, and demonstrating our values for them. So that's every meeting, every morning. We do that with our students from 6 to 8. This is just some pictures of some of the kids in learning. We're very big into collaborative learning, and we're into discussion techniques this year, really hoping to empower them to take control of their learning opportunities at the Emerson School. Just some of the student life academic programs that we are a part of and that we offer at the school. AVID, which is very much about teaching the kids proper note-taking techniques, as well as organization techniques for their classes. We have a Teaching Matter partnership through the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation that works with the teachers in terms of improvement science and providing culturally relevant education to all the students. We have a school-wide advisory program that every student in the school takes part in. It's a non-academic class that allows us to kind of talk about things and take away the stresses of an academic atmosphere to allow the kids to kind of express themselves a little bit more and to open up. We have academic after-school B-Lab, which I'm going to talk about on the next slide. We do have Regents track classes and Regents prep for math and science. We also have reading intervention, where we have some of our teachers push into classes for targeted intervention for students who need just a little bit of extra help beyond what's already offered within the classroom. We have specialized high school prep for specific students. We have a high school fair that comes through every single year where students can kind of like go check out all the different high schools in the area and see which path they want to take. We have a summer bridge class for our incoming 5th graders going into 6th grade to help ease the transition from one year to the next, because that can be somewhat intimidating for some of our younger students. And we do some college trips for our 8th graders so that they can go and visit some local colleges and see down the line what might lie for them in the future. B-Lab is someone that we've partnered with for a long time, and they offer a lot of different clubs and sports for the students to take part in, whether it's financial education, running, coding, singing, yearbook, arts and crafts, a Lego club, tech squad, as well as basketball, soccer, volleyball, cricket, double dutch, etc. We also at Emerson are trying to get some clubs up and running. I myself have been running a volleyball club for the past 2 years, where we meet in the mornings and learn the fundamentals of the sport. I have our gym teacher helps run a little bit of a soccer club in the morning as well. We have some things that are up and coming for Emerson to try and build some student engagement and to get them excited about wanting to be there. We also have an after-school program through the Arts and Literacy that is free, completely free, Monday through Friday, and they take trips all the time. They do the arts, they take part in sports, academic support, and more. We have partnered with them for a number of years through the Coalition for Hispanic Family Services. They've been very helpful to getting our kids involved and actually helping out and being part of the community. Something that we're really big at in Emerson is the events that we have throughout the school year. So just this past month, we were celebrating our Hispanic Heritage Month through a celebration and assembly where the kids, and we have a pretty large L population now, where they could feel included in part of the process. Many of them came up to me afterwards and in their own language were telling me how awesome it was to see that people saw them and that they felt like they were actually a part of something. We also did our Spirit Week this past week. We have an international festival coming up just before Thanksgiving in November, a Radio City music hall trip coming in December, our winter ball, Black History celebration in February, and pep rally, lip sync battle, Red Nose Day, Six Flags, field day, baseball game, and dance. Our seniors have a prom every year and go on a senior trip. Past couple of years, we've done a trip to the American Dream Mall, and we've done a trip to Dorney Park, which has been amazing. Really, there's no shortage of things that we have going on for the kids, and it really gets them excited and wanting to be a part of it. We also celebrate our scholars through a Scholar of the Month award, a Principal's List award, Assistant Principal and Dean's List, Boogie Fridays, which is something we're trying to bring back, where we kind of just like in the mornings, we get the kids and teachers dancing with each other, as well as a merit system to reward the kids for demonstrating the values that we want to represent as a school. Speaking of, we have those values here. It's our acronym RICHER, which stands for respect, integrity, compassion, honesty, helping them to be empowered, and responsibility. So these values are important to us at the Emerson School to try and get our kids to again be part of the community and to show those values. We're trying to implement a new system here called Emerson Bucks to further give some positive reinforcement to students that they can exchange at our school store for items and or other things. So they can use it for field trips, gift cards, snacks, a dress down day, any of these things on this list that can go towards just showing appreciation for the students, demonstrating what we want them to demonstrate, because incentive is important, especially in the middle school education process. So this is some of our past scholars of the month. You see some of them are wearing the golden hoodies, which has been a reward in the past, and some of the more customized hoodies, which we offer as a school. We are a uniform school, so you see we have some polo shirts with the logo on it, as well as some button downs. And for gym, we have the gray T-shirt with the gray sweatpants with the Emerson logo on it. All teachers and staff at Emerson can be reached via their Emerson email address by using their surname as well as the staff member name. So for instance, mine is at Mr. Troach at theemersonschool.org. If you know the teacher's name, you know their email address basically. We have our website, a school messenger, as well as phone blasts that get sent out. And we are also a Yonder school, which we implemented for the first time last year. And we saw a massive improvement in student engagement. The students keep their cell phones in a pouch all day. They hold on to the pouch, and at the end of every school day, we unlock them before they leave the building. We have seen a ton of positive improvements in behavior and improvement as a result of it. And they really don't complain about it anymore, funny enough. So when a student tells you that they can't live without their phone, they need it, and really they're able to accomplish all that they need to do without it. You can tell that it works. It definitely works. These are our school hours. We're open at 8 a.m. to 2:20, and after school program starts at 2:30, goes until 5:30 p.m. And this is our faculty. These are the people that get it done every day. Again, coming to work is that much more rewarding, knowing that I have people that have our back every day. We have a very tight-knit faculty who really go above and beyond to work for our student body. And we do have an upcoming open house coming up next week on Thursday for 9:30 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. in person, as well as 6:30 to 7:30 p.m. virtually. And that just about does it for me. So if there are any questions, I guess I can take some. And let me stop sharing my screen.
Thank you so much. So anyone else have a question? Anyone else has a question? I didn't see anything else. I think I got everyone on the chat there. This has been a success. I will ask Mr. Gurumurthy to please give a thank you to our families who attend. Mr. Gurumurthy, are you able to unmute? Let's see, GK.
Thank you. My
There you
name
go.
is
Yes.
Gurumurthy Kalyan Ram, GK. I am on the CEC District 28. Thank you all for coming out this evening. Thank you to all the parents here. You show such dedication and commitment, and we know that education is the best route to prosperity, mobility, and productivity. Thank you for making time. We are delighted. If we can be of any help, please reach out to us. Thank you. Good night.
Thank you so much. Simone Dornberg.
I would like to thank the presenters tonight for your patience with us, and it's a wonderful way to see and to be confirmed again that the great District 28 is just wonderful in terms of our schooling. I had the privilege to, as a CEC member, to visit a couple of schools, and I can only confirm that we have a wonderful selection of schools in each and every corner of our district, and our district is big. So I want to thank you for being here, for making time to share your information, present your school to our families. We really appreciate that you are all here tonight, and we are grateful for the work you're doing. And yeah, if there's anything we can do from the CEC, please, you know how to reach us. We are always there for you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I want to thank you. Thank you both for being here. I want to thank also our amazing Superintendent, Acting Superintendent, Dr. Blake, and his entire team for doing an amazing job. Also to Dorinda Seamongal, our administrative assistant, for working behind the scenes with me to get this done. This is an annual thing that we do every year to bring all the high schools. I think we're the only one who does this in the district, that really bring the schools to our families, and it's a big demand. And thank you to the principals, like Simone said, to all of you, to your teams, for really staying up late tonight with us here. It's a sacrifice, and we acknowledge that, and we value that, and we are partners with you in our children's education. And to the families, CEC, you elected us to be here to represent you. Let us allow us to advocate for you. Reach out to us, and we are partners with the district team. We don't fight and we don't argue. We work together. We are one team in this district, and we look to do what's best for the children. So with that being said, I want to thank you all. You can all unmute. You can say goodbye, good night, and all that good stuff. Feel free to allow participants to unmute themselves. There it is. Go for it. You can unmute yourself and say good night. Thank you all.
Good
you
night,
all.
everybody.
Thank you to our interpreters. Thank you, Yelini and team. Thank you. To our Spanish interpreters, thank you so much. Great job, everyone. Excellent job. Thank you.
Bye-bye,
Mr.
everybody.
Greco, thank you so much. Thank you.
Got it. Always.
Yelini, great job as always. Good to see you, Yelini.
That was good. That was good.
Thank you.
That was really good. Good information.
Yes, Ms. Williams, we appreciate that. Okay, we're gonna ask everyone else. We can at this point, Dorinda, can you exit everyone else and just left yourself, myself, and Simone.